Hello and salutations. It's me, Salty. Welcome back. And today we are finishing up with Motu Origins with Beastman. Got him from Walmart, $14.92, thereabouts before tax. It's kind of bittersweet, a little bit. It's nice to be lucky enough to find them all, but at the same time it really kind of sucks because there's not any more for some time. I've talked about the packaging before, how much I like it. Tagline, comic book, Beastman, his accessories are behind him. And the back, of course, is usually the same from like these big chunks here, but we get some new artwork up here, which is really cool. I do like this new artwork. And of course, these two pictures talking about his whip. Not much else left to say, so I'm going to cut him open. We'll talk about the comic for probably 2 seconds and go over his accessories, and we'll do our final comparisons. So, Beast Barrage, same comic we always get. Here's his little pauldrons and his whip in the bag. Both pauldrons look the same, kind of like these little shields with spikes on them, and they attach via peg and peg hole. And here's his whip, big old cone on the end. I imagine you probably hold on to this part right here because I don't think this is small enough to fit in the hand. But, little rope, it's frayed on the end, and that's about how it fits in the right hand. And I guess if you wanted to, you could do it like that in the left hand, but that's up to you. One thing worth mentioning, they are labeled left and right. I don't know if you make that R out or not. It's kind of a squished, weird looking R. Before I talk about anything else on Beastman, I do like how the blue here on his chest is kind of like an overspray spray paint. I do like that effect. I think that's a nice touch. There's his face up close. You can let me know if that's supposed to be accurate or not. There's Beastman with all of his armor on, and it took me longer to figure out how these go on than it should have, because I had them facing down, and then I realized that made the pegs go in the front, so I switched them around. And there's also how his armor attaches in the back. That little kind of slip peg thing, and it just, anchors itself to the back of his head. I guess we'll go over articulation now. Even though the armor does touch the back of his head, it really doesn't hinder it because it just slides and moves with it. He can't really look down at all. When he looks side to side, his chin crashes into this, so there is that. He gets a little bit of tilt. Shoulders can spin 360. The straps tend to crash into that, so you just kind of work around it a little bit. Come up at 90. Single jointed elbow comes up that far. Elbow swivel, wrist pivot. Now, one thing I'm noticing is that he shows up a lot more red on camera, but he's very much orange, so don't be worried about that. Swivel at the waist, kicks forward that far, kicks back a little bit, kicks out to almost 90. Single jointed knee comes up that far. Knee swivel. He has a boot swivel without actually having any boots. Ankle goes back, forward, and ankle rocker. If you wanted to get this armor off, I imagine the easiest way is to pull him apart and just slide the bottom off of there and then take it off from the head instead of having to mess with this whole thing. So, if you wanted to, that option is available to you. Fits on the Sky Sled just fine, fits on Battlecat just because, and there he is next to the other baddies that we've got so far. And that sums it up, folks. That's the complete Motu Origins line as of this recording. Like I've mentioned, they've announced quite a few coming out, and I'm very excited for those. I'm very happy to have this. This is kind of giving me the Motu bug. As I mentioned in, I believe it was Man at Arms or Evil Lynn's video, I don't remember which one at this point. I liked these so much that I've actually decided to go backwards and actively start collecting Motu Vintage and all the other lines. I'm very happy with it. If you want to revive an 80s line, this is how you do it. Classic designs, modern articulation. 2 thumbs up from me. This will probably be the last time I ask you this for a while, but let me know down below who your favorite Motu character is or He-Man character. I'm in the bad habit of calling them all He-Man. Like, oh, that's He-Man, when I know it's Masters of the Universe. But anyway, if you liked the video and you would like to show your support for the channel, I ask that you please like, comment, share, and subscribe. It means a lot to me when you do that, and I always appreciate it. So, thanks for stopping by today, and until next time, I'm Salty, signing off.